Today I'll share science-based methods that will finally help you achieve sustainable weight loss success. You know, if you're watching this video, you've probably tried countless diets before. Maybe you've experienced that frustrating cycle where you lose weight for a few weeks, only to gain it all back. Or perhaps you're overwhelmed by all the conflicting advice out there. Should you cut carbs? Count calories? Try intermittent fasting? The confusion is real, and I totally understand. You might even feel like your body is working against you, making weight loss impossible. Well, here's the good news. Today, I'm going to share proven methods that actually work with your body's natural systems, not against them. Let me explain why weight loss has been so difficult for you until now. The first major issue is that most diets rely entirely on willpower. But here's the thing, willpower is like a muscle that gets tired. When you're stressed, busy, or tired, which let's face it, is most of the time, your willpower weakens. That's when you reach for comfort foods or skip your workout. The second problem is that traditional diets create a scarcity mindset. When you tell yourself you can't have something, your brain actually wants it more. It's basic human psychology. Think about it. The moment someone says don't think about a pink elephant, what do you immediately think about? Exactly. The same thing happens with forbidden foods. The third issue, and this is crucial, is that we ignore the emotional and psychological aspects of eating. Many people eat not because they're hungry, but because they're stressed, bored, lonely, or seeking comfort. Until you address these underlying triggers, any diet will only be a temporary fix. Now, let's dive into the practical methods that will transform your approach to weight loss. The first method I want to share is called the calorie awareness method. This isn't about obsessive calorie counting, it's about awareness. Here's what you'll do. Before your next meal, download any free calorie tracking app on your phone. There are dozens available, and they all work fine. For the first week, don't change anything about how you eat. Just log everything. Yes, everything. That handful of chips, that splash of cream in your coffee, that bite of your kids' leftovers. The goal here is awareness, not perfection. Most people are shocked to discover they're eating hundreds more calories than they realized. After 1 week of tracking, you'll naturally start making better choices without even trying. Your brain becomes aware of the calorie cost of foods. Then, make one simple change. Reduce your dinner portion by just 1/4. Not half, not dramatic cuts, just 1/4 less. Why dinner? Because it's the meal that affects your weight the most, and you're less likely to feel deprived since you'll be sleeping soon after. Within 1 week, you'll notice your stomach adjusting to the smaller portions, and within a month, you'll see steady weight loss without feeling hungry or deprived. The second powerful method is the morning protein power start. This one is a game changer for controlling hunger all day long. Within 30 minutes of waking up, you need to eat a high-protein breakfast. I'm talking about at least 25 grams of protein. That's about 3 eggs, 1 cup of Greek yogurt, or a protein shake with a scoop of powder. Here's why this works so brilliantly. Protein takes longer to digest than carbs, keeping you full for hours. It also stabilizes your blood sugar, preventing those mid-morning crashes that send you searching for snacks. But here's the real magic. Starting your day with protein actually reduces your appetite for the entire day. Research from multiple universities found that people who eat high-protein breakfasts consume significantly fewer calories throughout the day without even trying. To make this sustainable, prep your breakfast the night before. Hard-boil eggs for the week, portion out Greek yogurt, or prep overnight oats with protein powder. The easier you make it, the more likely you'll stick with it. Within 3 days, you'll notice dramatically reduced cravings, and within a week, you'll find yourself naturally eating less at lunch and dinner. The third method, the daily walk habit stack, is deceptively simple but incredibly effective. Here's the concept. Choose an existing daily habit you already do without thinking. Maybe it's having lunch, brewing your afternoon coffee, or checking your mailbox. Immediately after that habit, without sitting back down, walk for 15 minutes. Don't overthink it, just walk. Any pace is fine. The genius of this method is that you're piggybacking on an existing habit, so you don't need willpower to remember. Your brain already has a neural pathway for the original habit, and you're just extending it. After a few weeks, the walk becomes as automatic as the original habit. Why walking? Because it's the most underrated weight loss tool. Walking burns calories, reduces stress hormones that cause belly fat storage, improves insulin sensitivity, and boosts your mood, making you less likely to emotionally eat. Plus, unlike intense workouts, walking doesn't increase your appetite. To make it enjoyable, create a special walking playlist or find podcasts you love. Save them only for walking time, so you actually look forward to it. Within 3 days, you'll have more energy. Within 2 weeks, your clothes will start feeling looser. And here's a bonus tip. If you can walk outside in nature, even better. Natural environments have been shown to reduce cortisol levels, further supporting weight loss. The fourth essential method is the sleep recovery protocol. Poor sleep is probably sabotaging your weight loss more than you realize. When you don't get enough quality sleep, your body produces more ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and less leptin, the fullness hormone. This hormonal chaos makes you crave high-calorie foods and feel hungry even when you've eaten enough. Here's your simple protocol. Set an alarm on your phone for 1 hour before your target bedtime. When it goes off, dim all the lights in your house. Stop eating and drinking everything except water. This gives your digestive system time to wind down. Create a cooling environment in your bedroom, ideally around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Your body temperature naturally drops to initiate sleep, and a cool room supports this process. Go to bed at the exact same time every night, even on weekends. Your body craves routine, and a consistent sleep schedule regulates your hunger hormones. Within 1 week of better sleep, you'll notice dramatically improved hunger control. You won't wake up ravenous, and those late-night cravings will disappear. After 2 weeks, the weight loss acceleration becomes noticeable. Studies show that people who sleep 7 to 9 hours lose more weight than those sleeping less, even when eating the same calories. The fifth technique is the mindful eating method, and it's probably the most powerful yet simplest change you can make. Here's what you'll do during meals. Put your fork down between every single bite. This feels weird at first, but stick with me. Chew each bite at least 20 times before swallowing. Count if you need to at first. Take a full breath between bites. Look at your food, smell it, really taste it. Why does this work? It takes about 20 minutes for your brain to register fullness. Most people finish their meals in under 10 minutes, so they keep eating past the point of satisfaction. By slowing down, you give your brain time to catch up with your stomach. You'll naturally eat less without feeling deprived. In fact, you'll feel more satisfied because you actually tasted and enjoyed your food. Start with just 1 meal per day, preferably lunch when you're not rushed. Once it becomes habit, expand to other meals. Research shows mindful eaters consume significantly fewer calories and report higher meal satisfaction. Within 3 days, you'll find yourself naturally eating smaller portions. Within a week, you'll feel completely satisfied with less food than before. The sixth and final method is the weekly meal prep system. This is your insurance policy against bad food choices. Every Sunday, spend 2 hours preparing healthy meals for the week. Choose 3 simple recipes that include vegetables and lean protein. Think baked chicken with roasted vegetables, turkey chili, or salmon with quinoa and broccoli. Cook all portions at once and divide them into containers. Label them if needed. Stack them in your fridge where you can see them easily. Here's why this is so powerful. When you're tired, stressed, or hungry, you'll make poor food choices. That's not a character flaw, it's human nature. But when you have healthy meals ready to grab and eat, you eliminate the decision fatigue. You don't have to think about what to eat or spend energy preparing food when you're already exhausted. The healthy choice becomes the easy choice. If preparing 3 meals seems overwhelming, start with just lunches. That alone will prevent countless fast food runs and vending machine raids. Add a note on each container with reheating instructions to make it even easier. Within 1 week, you'll notice more consistent energy levels and better food choices. Within 2 weeks, the weight loss acceleration becomes apparent, and you'll wonder why you didn't start meal prepping sooner. Now, let me share some bonus strategies that will supercharge your results. The water timing strategy is incredibly simple but often overlooked. Drink a full glass of water, about 16 ounces, before every meal. This does several things. First, it physically fills your stomach, so you'll feel satisfied with smaller portions. Second, many times when we think we're hungry, we're actually just dehydrated. Third, staying well hydrated boosts your metabolism by up to 30% for about an hour after drinking. Make it a rule. No eating until you've finished your water. Keep a designated water glass or bottle in your kitchen as a visual reminder. Some people find adding a slice of lemon or cucumber makes it more appealing. You'll be amazed at how this simple habit reduces your food intake without any feelings of deprivation. Another powerful technique is the vegetable volume trick. Here's the deal. Fill half your plate with non-starchy vegetables at every meal. I'm talking about broccoli, cauliflower, zucchini, bell peppers, spinach, green beans, asparagus. These foods are incredibly low in calories but high in volume and fiber. They fill your stomach, slow digestion, and keep you satisfied for hours. The fiber also feeds beneficial gut bacteria, which emerging research shows plays a crucial role in weight management. Here's a practical tip. When you're cooking, always make double the vegetables you think you need. Roast a whole sheet pan of mixed veggies at the beginning of the week. Season them well with herbs and spices. Having them ready makes it easy to fill that half-plate requirement. You can eat virtually unlimited amounts of these vegetables without gaining weight. In fact, the more you eat, the more weight you'll likely lose because they crowd out higher-calorie foods. Let's talk about the strategic snacking method. Completely avoiding snacks often backfires, leading to extreme hunger and overeating at meals. Instead, plan for strategic snacks. Keep portions of protein-rich snacks ready to go. Think a small handful of almonds, about 23 almonds to be exact. Or 1 string cheese with 5 whole grain crackers. Or a small apple with 1 tablespoon of almond butter. The key is portion control and protein. Pre-portion these snacks on Sunday when you're meal prepping. Put them in small bags or containers. When hunger strikes between meals, you have a healthy option ready that won't derail your progress. This prevents the dangerous situation of being so hungry that you lose control at your next meal. The social support system is often the missing piece in weight loss success. Find one person, just one, who will support your journey. This could be a friend who also wants to lose weight, a family member, or even an online community member. Share your weekly goal with them every Monday. Not your long-term goal, just what you're focusing on this week. Maybe it's walking daily, or tracking food, or meal prepping. Ask them to check in with you on Friday. This simple accountability dramatically increases success rates. Studies from major research institutions found that people who have even one accountability partner lose twice as much weight as those going it alone. If you don't have someone in person, join an online community. There are countless free groups where people share similar goals. Post your progress, celebrate small wins, ask for advice when you're struggling. The support and encouragement make an enormous difference. Here's something crucial about handling setbacks, because they will happen. The rapid recovery protocol is your plan for getting back on track immediately after a slip-up. Let's say you overeat at a party, skip several workouts, or have a stressful week where you eat poorly. Here's what most people do wrong. They think, well, I've blown it, might as well give up. Or they try to compensate with extreme restriction, which always backfires. Instead, use the 24-hour reset. The very next day, return to your normal healthy routine. Don't skip meals to make up for yesterday. Don't do extreme exercise to burn off calories. Just return to your regular plan as if nothing happened. One day, or even 1 week, of imperfect eating won't ruin your progress. But giving up will. Weight loss isn't about perfection. It's about consistency over time. The people who succeed aren't the ones who never mess up. They're the ones who get back on track quickly. Let me share the metabolism boost routine that you can add once you're comfortable with walking. After your regular walk, do just 60 seconds of any higher intensity movement. Jump in place, do jumping jacks, climb stairs quickly, or do squats. Just 60 seconds. This brief burst of intensity creates what's called an afterburn effect, where your body continues burning extra calories for hours after you stop. It also helps preserve muscle mass during weight loss, which is crucial for maintaining your metabolism. Start with just once a week, then gradually increase to after every walk. Remember, we're talking about just 1 minute. Anyone can do anything for 60 seconds. The evening routine reset is particularly important if you struggle with nighttime eating. After dinner, immediately brush your teeth and floss. This sends a psychological signal that eating is done for the day. Then, prepare tomorrow's clothes, pack your lunch if needed, and set up your morning routine. This forward-focused activity shifts your mind away from food and toward tomorrow's success. Keep your hands busy in the evening with activities like knitting, coloring, puzzles, or even just folding laundry. Idle hands often find their way to snack foods. If you usually snack while watching TV, switch to drinking herbal tea instead. Make it a ritual. Choose a special mug, try different flavors, make it an enjoyable experience that replaces the eating habit. Understanding the plateau strategy is essential for long-term success. Weight loss plateaus are completely normal and expected. Your body is an adaptation machine. When you lose weight, your metabolism naturally slows to conserve energy. This isn't your body being stubborn, it's a survival mechanism. When you hit a plateau, don't panic and don't drastically cut calories. Instead, change up your routine slightly. If you've been walking, add those 60-second intensity bursts. If you've been eating the same meals, introduce new recipes with different vegetables and proteins. Sometimes, paradoxically, Eating a bit more for a few days can restart weight loss by reassuring your body it's not in a famine. Track your measurements and how clothes fit, not just the scale. Often during plateaus, you're still losing fat but retaining water, especially if you've started exercising more. Stay consistent with your healthy habits, and the scale will eventually catch up. Finally, let's discuss the celebration system, because recognizing progress is crucial for motivation. Create a list of non-food rewards for reaching milestones. Maybe it's a new workout outfit after losing the first 5 pounds, a massage after consistently meal prepping for a month, or a new book after tracking food for 2 weeks straight. These rewards reinforce your new identity as someone who takes care of their health. They also give you something to look forward to besides just the number on the scale. Take progress photos every 2 weeks, even if you don't want to. You don't have to share them with anyone, but you'll be amazed looking back at how far you've come. Often, we don't notice gradual changes in the mirror, but photos don't lie. Create a success journal where you write one thing each day that you did well for your health. It could be choosing water over soda, taking the stairs, or saying no to office donuts. This daily practice rewires your brain to notice successes instead of failures. Let me summarize today's key points for sustainable weight loss success. First, track your food intake for awareness, not perfection, then gradually reduce portion sizes. Next, start every morning with at least 25 grams of protein to control hunger all day. Then, stack a 15-minute walk onto an existing daily habit to make exercise automatic. Also, prioritize consistent sleep with a 1-hour wind-down routine to regulate hunger hormones. Additionally, eat slowly and mindfully, putting your fork down between bites to feel satisfied with less. Finally, prepare healthy meals in advance so good choices become the easy choices when you're tired or stressed. Now here's what I want you to do right after this video ends. Pick just one of these methods. Don't try to do everything at once. That's a recipe for overwhelm and failure. Choose the one that seems easiest for you. Maybe it's downloading that food tracking app, or setting that bedtime alarm, or hard-boiling some eggs for tomorrow's breakfast. Take that one small action today. Commit to it for just 1 week. That's all. One method, 1 week. Once it feels natural and easy, add another method. This is how lasting change happens, through small, sustainable steps that compound over time. You absolutely can achieve your weight loss goals. The science is clear, the methods work, and you have everything you need to start right now. Remember, sustainable weight loss is not about deprivation or punishment. It's about creating a lifestyle you actually enjoy that happens to support a healthy weight. These methods aren't temporary fixes you'll abandon once you reach your goal. They're life skills that will serve you forever. You're not just losing weight. You're gaining energy, confidence, better sleep, improved mood, and quite possibly, years added to your life. Every healthy choice you make is an investment in your future self. Some days will be easier than others, and that's perfectly normal. On difficult days, remember why you started. Remember that feeling of clothes not fitting, of being out of breath from simple activities, of not recognizing yourself in photos. Now imagine the opposite. Imagine shopping for clothes in any store, keeping up with your kids or grandkids, feeling confident in photos, having energy that lasts all day. That future is absolutely possible, and it starts with one small action today. If today's content was helpful, please hit the like button so more people can discover these evidence-based methods. If you want more practical solutions for life's challenges, please subscribe to the channel. Together, we'll transform challenges into victories, one small step at a time. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Your future self will thank you for the action you take today. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.